The episode, which covers chapter 42 to chapter 43 of the manga, opens with helck deciding to go to kill the demon lord, who he believes might have revived himself after Kless killed him. He arrives to see the castle battered and empty, with only mannequins that look like the kingdom's soldiers positioned to be visible. At least until he senses a strong presence and spots Azudra. Helck tries to take him out and even manages to shrug off the traps that he has in place, but Azudra explains that they aren't responsible for the monsters. He also states that the demon lord Thor should have explained that the monsters came from the land itself to the hero, assuming Helck to be him. However, once he realizes that Helck isn't the hero, he goes out of his way to introduce himself and his position, explaining that the castle they are in is one fraction of a much larger empire. He then explains that them attacking the castle was what caused the increase in monster attacks before taking Helck to a burial site for the dead demons. There, the two talk about Azudra's feelings regarding the attack on his people, and the reason they haven't just wiped out the humans is largely because he wants to reforge the friendships they once had. That gets Helck to spend more time talking about the past with him. It seemed as human kingdoms rose and fell throughout time, the existence of the empire was gradually forgotten by humans. Then they became regarded as enemies. Every attempt at peace seemed to fail, and Azudra was sure that as the biggest pacifist, Thor would have tried to explain the situation to Kless. Helck acknowledges that knowing Kless he would have listened, but he's been unconscious since that battle, so they haven't talked. After establishing that he believes that they can re-establish that peace, Azudra tells Helck that he set up a quasi-barrier to stem the flow of monsters, and once a new demon lord has been established in the castle, the monster attacks will end. He then gives him a poster for the tournament to replace the demon lord Thor. Sometime after that, Helck heard a scream and thought it was Azudra cheering him on, but Vermillo realized that was him hurting himself on his traps. Helck makes his way back to the kingdom, hesitating on whether or not to tell people when he sees a bunch of dead soldiers and monsters. He rushes back to see his friends are alive but injured, with them explaining that the nobles made things worse since they didn't know how to manage things without Kless. They shut the gates on the soldiers and mercenaries, making it so they couldn't retreat, and as a result, they only managed to survive thanks to Edel and Alicia while everyone else died. Alicia confronted the noble about it and was getting ready to tear the pompous asshole apart, but Edel held her back. However, that same noble will be serving as the commander of the next effort, which means that history will repeat itself. Edel and Alicia are both at the castle trying to at least prevent that, so the others ask Helck to calm them down. Helck thinks to himself as he makes his way there that they need Kless back, but then he hears that the kingdom apparently caught some demons. They have 3 of them strung up on a pole for people to toss stones at, which Helck tries to stop since, whether they are demons or not, no one deserves this kind of treatment. However, his efforts to cull the people fall on deaf ears except for one of the demons, who tries to tell Helck that he needs to get word to Azudra that among the humans the power of the new world is lurking. Right then is when Rafade shows up and tells Helck not to be fooled since the demons are trying to take advantage of his kind nature to turn them against each other. The demon tells Helck to beware of that man before he suddenly warps into a massive monstrosity, which Rafade claims is their true nature. But that's when 3, apparently, awakened heroes arrive to kill them before Edel and Alicia show up, while Rafade tells Helck to believe him about the true nature of demons and how they are a menace to the world. The day after, the kingdom revealed that they intended to use awakening to gain more soldiers to attack the demon empire and usher in an era of peace. Demons then proceeded to attack the capital but were all defeated by a defensive line of awakened soldiers. The death toll dropped and people began to relax as they felt secure now. Helck is left conflicted since doesn't think Azudra was lying to him, but he was afraid to tell his friends what he learned. Since they have free time, his friends try to set up Alicia and Helck on a date. He's so dense that he misinterprets everything, but before they can head out, Zeljan shows up and tells Helck he needs his help. Thereby this episode end. Thank you for watching.